Hey, I did not do right.
What the hell was that?
Hey, welcome to the skybox, I guess, because it shot straight up as soon as I turned it on. So welcome to Ego on Break. And it's gonna be a long one, I'm assuming.
Well,
so
at least we got a job.
Yeah, buckle up and hang on for the ride. Before we get started, just send our condolences out to the Fink, to his family. Saw that he passed away today.
Really? Yeah. I hadn't seen that. Dude, I've been
like I just seen it kind of coming out here in the last couple of hours. Not sure if it was coronavirus related. Probably shouldn't say that word. Not sure if it was from the Rona or not, but condolences to his family. I know the wrestling world will definitely miss him.
Yeah, I mean, no more tuxedo matches.
Yeah. So again, condolences go out to his family. But it's not the only bad news we have seen. WWE has released hundreds, and the names are still coming out. More releases are on
the way.
Supposedly tonight, tomorrow. As bad as it might be for all the ones that got released yesterday or today or whenever, definitely bad to think that, oh crap, I may be next. You know,
it's scary. I mean, the one I saw that really surprised me the most, just name-wise, was Kurt Angle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. Kurt's gone.
I thought you were going to say Rusev.
No, Rusev wanted gone. I still don't really understand. I guess him and his wife have kind of agreement, like,
yeah, we'll go work wherever.
You know, do what you need to do.
Right.
You know, if that's where your heart's at, go for it. But
yeah,
I've had a feeling Rusev's heart ain't been there for quite some time.
Yeah, I figure his wife is probably on this round of cuts. So
it's possible. Because they did a lot of people that had just got re-signed for 5 years contracts. Now, some took big payoffs from what I'm hearing.
That's what I was seeing
going out the door. But, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, you know, if you were able to get out and with a huge payoff, well, like, why not? You can throw that money in the bank and just, you know, let's see what happens. Because right now, you know, for the next several months, there's not a lot of opportunity out there. But this time next year, man, where might your career be if you're somewhere else?
Japan, MLW, AEW, ROH,
I think we've all seen kind of the list, you know, of guys that are released with, you know, Riders and Hawkins and Slater and
Ryder was one that kind of surprised me.
Well, I think he may have been one of the, like some of the guys that took the payoff.
May have been.
Gallows and Anderson.
Ryder's still pretty young. I think he could.
Yeah.
I was thinking today at work. I was like, you know, if he could come up with some kind of toy gimmick.
Oh,
because he collects toys.
No,
I'm like,
yeah, you're not following. Yeah, they are.
Are they already?
They have the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. They're doing live events after like Raws and stuff now. They have already put things in place to not have a job, I think.
Okay.
I mean, they released their own action figures.
Good.
They had masks on, and so if you take, like, they almost look like the AWA Remco figures, but they had like spoiler, like the spoiler mask type thing on, and said if you pull the mask off, they look eerily like Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, but they're not them, you know.
Yeah, like Kurt didn't surprise me at all. I was surprised he was still there, to be honest. There was a couple of people I looked on the list and I'm like, oh shit, you still work there?
Yeah. But I think some of the ones that were really shocking, I think Rusev was shocking. I think like Sarah Logan was shocking. You know, so I mean, just several people just kind of jumped out there. EC3, I thought, I'm like, I didn't think they even had done anything with him, and I don't follow the products. I don't know
either. But I was legit surprised Aiden English was still there. I like Aiden English. He's a good worker.
Yeah.
Like first time I saw the guy, I legitimately thought he was Cesaro because they look so much alike. But when I saw he's on the list, I was like, shit, I didn't know he was still there.
I hope it's two guys that I hope make their way to MLW, because as you guys know, we're big MLW fans. I hope he shows up in MLW, maybe as part of Contra. That would be cool to kind of see a little reunion of him and Simon Gotch. But I would like to see EC3 maybe go down and maybe take the place of MJF in the Dynasty. I think his character definitely fits that.
And Drake Maverick.
I don't know where he would go. Like, I don't know a good fit for Drake.
I really think him and EC3 would go back to Impact. If I had to take a wild guess. because they did better there than anywhere else they've been.
You know, I think Drake probably could be a good fit for Ring of Honor as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's some early, you know, stuff out there with a Rockstar Spud, and I mean, I definitely think he could be an asset, especially, you know, just seeing, you know, hopefully he paid attention to what's going on in the big leagues, you know, behind the scenes, and can come in
and I
kind of step into that role there, you know.
Where they had taken the belt off the Cruiserweight champion, and he was going to be in the damn tournament.
He is still in the tournament.
How? If you ain't got a job?
He said that they have allowed him to finish the tournament,
Guess who's not winning?
So he said he did a super emotional, like, boo-hooing thing on Twitter. And I said, you know, like, if these are his last 3 matches, he's going to give everything he's got. But hopefully with these 3 matches, maybe he can impress or, you know, show them, you know, why they should rehire him or keep him or whatever.
I'm sorry, I just don't see it as a big loss. I'm going from WWE. I know it does money-wise.
Right.
But a lot of these guys are getting buried. They're not getting used. Hell, half of them are sitting at home.
But again, I think there's a bright side to everything.
Kanellis is like having her baby in like 2 weeks, and they fire her.
I think she just had it. Like 2
is that
months
what
ago.
it is? Okay,
Yeah.
well, whatever.
Yeah. But I think just the fact that, like, there is going to be a lot of opportunity out there for a lot of these guys because, you know, their name's a buzz right now. And it sucks that we're in that time period where you can't go get a job.
I mean, you
but
technically
you know
can.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
You're not going to be able to work for a little while.
Right. You can get the job. You may not get the paycheck, but you can get the job. And I think a lot of these guys are going to do that. You know, I really think you're probably going to see Rusev go to AEW.
Right
Like
now, some independent guys could. If there's not many being able to survive without this stuff. Now, I heard today where Ring of Honor is still paying their wrestlers per show that they're not doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but people don't realize how much Ring of Honor has in money wise. And I was like, y'all did.
Well, how much they have or how much their parent company has.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but access to money.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people look at them as like they're lower than Impact, and I'm like, I bet they're higher than Impact if I had to take a wild guess.
Or at least they're on the same level, you know.
I really think they.
I mean, both have huge companies that own them. You know, like they're a small part of a bigger company.
But, who was the referee that got let go?
Mike Chioda.
Yes, boy, that blew my mind. I'm like, he's been there forever.
He may be the biggest shock about it all.
He was the one me and Fury talked to that day at the wrestling event. When I told you we went down and talked to a ref, and he was one of them down there talking to the ref. He was a super nice guy, and I know he's actually a wrestler too. So, you never know. Maybe he'll go try to be a wrestler again.
Well, I'm sure he's gonna have no problem getting a job if he wants it.
I hope he hits AEW. Like, if anything, anybody wants to hit AEW, is him. Him and Rusev are the biggest AEW ones I want to see.
I think so too. If you had to pick someone to go to NWA that got fired, who do you think it would be?
Now, we were talking this before we turned the camera on, but Rowan. They need a really big guy, and they don't have
He could be cool. I would love to see, you know, like on the Indies, like he had this like big Viking type, you know, like I live out in the frozen tundra or something. Like I'd like to see him do that. I think that'd be really cool.
And is it Epico and like I would like to see them go to ROH if I had to pick somebody.
That would be cool, but I mean I'm pretty sure they're going back to.
Oh, they'll probably go back to AAA or CMLL.
Well, you know, their people run Puerto Rico wrestling.
I get it, but I'm just saying, if you want to go somewhere and stick out instead of blend in, do you want to be the wrestler that blends in or the person that sticks out? So,
I'll tell you, like, and I haven't watched TNA in a while, but they could be a good fit there, like. And that may have been who.
I don't really know of a. That's what I'm saying. I was going to say I get to see their highlights on YouTube. Is really what I get to see, and I really can't think of a Spanish person over there. Not right off bat. And I'm not going to say there aren't any, but they're just not booked to be seen. And that's why I like Homicide at NWA. Like, he's the only Hispanic guy there, but when he's there, he sticks out.
Hispanic, isn't he?
He might be. I honestly don't know.
Or maybe a Hispanic descent. Or
he like John Davis. He won't tell nobody what's going on. But I mean, I think a lot of people have a really big opportunity, and I think they could all flip Vince McMahon and them off in the distance and do whatever the hell they want.
Who do you see coming? Who do you see him being like the first guy? All right, this whole list of people that like. Okay, well the the pandemic's over, we got money coming back in, whatever. Who are we hiring back? You think anybody's going back like immediately?
So I would see the backstage guys going back first, like
Obviously they're going.
Finley.
I mean, they have the opportunity to go back. They're not necessarily fired. They're just like, we're going to send you home without pay.
But I mean, like, if to me that'd be like the first person I'd call would be Finley, because Finley's like a great person to put matches together.
Right.
I read they had Lance Norman. He got let go.
Yeah, he had just shut his school down like 4 months ago.
Yes, I know. And that's why I'm like, it's kind of like some people. It's like they picked in her. It's like I'm gonna be a butthole straight to him, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of what Vince McMahon's done in the last few months, and then him basically bribing the world where he can stay on TV. And then people can say it ain't what he did, but it's exactly what he did.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
$18 million, you know, and all of a sudden you're the only sport allowed on television. But sports entertainment.
Yeah.
But, you know, when the cops are trying to shut you down, but the government's backing you up, something ain't right.
Well, you know.
It is what it is. But,
so that's a conspiracy theory for another
day.
day.
No damn conspiracy theory. That's just facts. Let's see. I donate $18 million. Now I'm back on TV next day. Come on, bro.
Well, it's because his wife.
I light fire. Put it to tree. Guess what happens next?
He gets put out by the wind.
But,
fire. Remind me. Fire.
What happened to fire?
Not fire, but MLW.
Yeah,
but
catching on fire.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for these guys. I think it's going to be an opportunity for them to kind of rebrand themselves, kind of, you know, like JR said, go away and learn a new hold. Yeah. There are no options right now, but I mean, honestly, like, you know how many people that are out of work without pay right now? Millions. So, like, is this going to devastate them? Probably not as much as it's going to devastate your local hairdresser.
No.
You know?
Brian had a haircut. I want a haircut so bad right now I can't get one.
But, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, those people probably didn't have, you know, multi-$100,000, you know, contracts. And, you know, if these guys hadn't put aside some, you know, little emergency fund, you know, shame on them. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at that same time,
if you didn't have a rainy day fund, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I saw someone say like one of the big stores, and I really don't remember who it was, whether it's Office Depot or Best Buy or whoever, had just released like 51,000 employees.
Yes. So,
like, you know, 50 people from WWE getting fired or 100 people getting fired doesn't even drop toward that many people lose their jobs. So, you know, they're not the only one. So hopefully they've made plans and have stacked some paper and, you know, have a bit of a like, hey, I'm just going to take 3 months off and chill and hang out with my family, let my body heal. And then, you know, in August, September, October, whenever this comes back to normal, we go back, you know, and we're reinvented and we kick butt.
If a lot of people are smart right now, they'll be thinking new gimmicks.
And, absolutely.
Need to do like Drew McIntyre did, you know, go away, come up with something fresh, and come back with it.
I mean,
if you want to go to Vince, that's fine. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, go where make your money, you know.
If it makes you happy, more power to you. But I think he's an evil, devil worshiping piece of shit.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I mean, how many people go, "Ooh, I love my boss man." You know what I mean? We all got jobs we don't like.
Actually, I like my job.
I like my job
right
too.
Now, so
but I'm just saying in general. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, for them to go somewhere they didn't like just to make money, I mean, that's pretty much every person that works.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'd say at least 80% of people who work it's not their dream job. You know, they work there because they like the bills due or whatever.
Yeah, but like I know a lot of people are mad at Vince because he's got these people working there, and they're literally changing the damn mat every time they have a match.
Yeah. And like someone said, and I don't know how any of this is true or not, so I may be spreading false information. This may be fake news.
Rumor.
Yeah. But said like the same, like earlier in the day, they had released a statement saying like they had a reserve of like, you know, millions of dollars just in case something like this happened. And then they're saying, well, we need to, you know.
We got to let go of all these people.
Because we don't have any money coming in. But, you know, it's definitely a weird time in the world, weird time in wrestling. But I think, again, at the end of the day, this time next year, some of these people are going to be thankful that they got fired.
I'd read Chris Hero may be one of them, too. He's another one I'd like to see go to AEW.
Yeah, said that he hasn't been technically released, but that his photo has been moved to the alumni section.
Exactly.
So he may be in that round 2.
He may just be the guy that had been like, I don't care. I'm not going to say nothing this time.
Yeah.
Some people just get tired of it,
Yep.
dude, you know. And I never thought they gave Hero the push or the credit that he
they
deserved.
But, you know, he did have a job.
Yeah, that's
You know,
it. And supposedly they wanted him to lose weight, and he never did because he looked bad last time I saw him. But he still works good.
Well, he had moved into like, you know, half trainer, half wrestler.
Okay.
So he was doing, you know, some hands-on type of
But I
job.
wouldn't mind seeing him go to AEW and knocking out Kenny Omega.
I'd like to see
I'd
him
pay
go to
see that.
NWA.
Really?
Like,
Yeah,
I
he
think
could
that
do
would
it.
be a good fit. But I don't know, man. Like it's different. So, let's
me-
talk. You got anything else? I'm
All
done.
I was going to say is, do you have anybody you think they might release?
I'm sure. Honestly, I don't know.
Or do you have anybody you hope they might release where they would go somewhere else? Because I got one.
Lay it on me and I'll think about it.
Cesaro.
Oh yeah,
Like, if they would let him go, I know damn good and well
he'd be
he could
in
make
AEW.
his name at AEW, ROH, NWA.
Well, there was a big thing where Cody was saying like he's the most underrated wrestler.
Yes.
Like, yeah, everybody knows.
Vince and him just bury that guy, and he can outwork everybody on the roster.
I don't know, man. Like if I'm having to look at it like, and I wish I'd watched more so I'd have better opinions, but I really don't watch enough to
I don't either. But,
to comment. I mean, like I know the Hurricane is one of the guys got let go. So like, if you were like, hey, who you want to book out of all these people? Like he'd be a guy I'd want to book.
stand back.
You know, Eric Young is a guy I'd
Yeah, he
love
got
to
let
book.
go.
EC3 is a guy I'd like to book. And all those guys got released.
I was like, I didn't even know Eric Young was still there. I said he was, and he was big in NXT, and then they brought him to the main roster, and they're like, yeah, we're not doing anything.
And my thought is, like, wasn't he supposed to be like the leader of Sanity or whatever?
He
Is
was.
that
Insanity?
yeah? So or whatever. So like, if the leader got kicked out, I guess the rest are coming. I mean, I don't watch
It's
it,
possible.
so I don't even know if they're still a group.
I think they're on. I think they're coming back to NXT, but I'm not positive.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Like I say, I wish I kept up with it more.
I was wondering if there was anybody you thought, like, if you could pick, and Cesaro is my damn sure.
I mean, I
top.
definitely gotta be like wish for a guy to get fired.
No. Because like I said, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't either. I think we're looking at it like they're living paycheck to paycheck,
No,
and I don't think they are.
that's me and you.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't know, man. Like Leo Rush, like
I didn't care. I hated it.
but like he's a guy I'd love to bring in. Like I had talked to him like once or twice. I just sent a message or whatever right before he got signed, but just never like we just never couldn't come up to a price because the money he was asking for wasn't crazy.
Just his
it was just
mentality.
well, it was our budget. Like we had a super small budget.
Well, hell, you gonna no sell everything everybody does to him and get up anyway.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
No, then
everybody
you
else
punch him in
does
the
too.
damn face. I put him in there with Nightmare for that.
Yeah.
'Cause I promise you, no sell him here. Yeah, let's just say I get a little stiff.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know who's there. Like, name me some people.
God said be main roster people, but well, okay, I'll give you a quick. Like Bryan Danielson, you think because of his head injury?
Nah, he ain't going nowhere.
It's possible because he's working a part-time schedule.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So, shit. That's about as far as what my knowledge goes right now. I know way more, but I mean, like, okay, any members of New Day? Do you see any of them
Nah,
leaving?
they're not going nowhere.
I mean, they won't even break them up, and they're not
Right.
even that over anymore. God,
They still sell a lot of merchandise.
They do pancakes and
Yeah.
batter. And stuff.
Right. Cereal. I mean, they're definitely breakfast
Just-
heavy
oh,
people.
God. Doink. I mean, it is. But anyway, I was just curious if there was anybody you thought. But that would be three. I wouldn't mind seeing any of them leave, to be honest.
I don't, like, I hate to, like, predict somebody leaving or anything like that. But, like, there's a lot of the women that I could see doing well in other places.
I wish I'd let Nia go. I'd love to see Nia go over there and beat up Rosie or whatever her name is.
Yeah. Like Natty would be a great fit in the NWA.
Oh God, I cannot stand Natty.
Like, but I'm just saying, like, she could be a great fit within the NWA. Like, you got a lot of young people over there, you know, a lot of women. Like, she could go in and help be that fit Finley to, you know, that generation.
I could see
or even in like TNA, where, you know, they have a, you know, the women's division, the knockouts or whatever. It's kind of, you know, one of the things they build their brand on. Like, Natty there and like helping behind the scenes and stuff would be huge. Like,
what about like announcers like Michael Cole? You think he'd go?
No, I think he's.
God, I hate that.
I mean, could you see some of the lesser? Yeah, but
Yeah.
not Michael Cole. Like, I think you'd see Lawler go before him.
Yeah, I think Lawler might be on his way out again because supposedly he said something controversial, a joke or something.
He said like
I don't know what he said.
I think it was something along the lines of Akira Tozawa. Is that his name?
I know it's something about
Like,
some Asian people. That's
Yeah,
all
like
I know.
he calls it the Roman Noodle Express or something, and you know, that's too racist of a comment
My bad.
for Twitter.
'Cause I knew Jim Cornette stood up for him, so I was like, oh God, what did he say? So, whatever. People so sensitive nowadays.
Over food.
We can call a flat tire a flat tire.
I mean,
It's deflated rubber.
oh, is it?
Deflated rubber, not a flat
I thought
tire.
it was.
Oh, anyway, did you get to watch MLW?
I did.
Okay.
I
Was
watched
as
at it.
horrible to you as it was to me?
No, I enjoyed it.
God, I hated that tag match.
Dude, the tag match was so
Let's no sell
ridiculous.
the fire table spot and
He
keep
didn't
going.
He didn't no sell. He was on fire for 30 or 40 seconds.
And then he got back up.
Mansour
about
had
5
to beat
seconds
him up
later.
to put himself out, you know, to put him out, and then like the ring was on fire. So like Mansour's
Hated it.
over there like Ric Flair and the apron and stuff to put he's giving elbow drops to the ring to put it out.
It was so botchy. They were missing spots left.
It was
and
super
freaking
botchy,
right.
but
Oh,
at the
it was
same
so
time, it
horrible.
was super violent.
No, but it was just awful.
I mean, you're getting, you know, shish kebab skewer stuck in your head, and
Who was that guy? The new looks like a fake Joker. I don't know his name. But like
I don't remember.
they've been building up for this guy and building up for this guy, and then you get this match, and you're like, I don't want to see him again. I don't.
I enjoyed it.
Freaking
I
horrible.
really did. Now, I didn't watch it move for move. I was glancing at it, but the stuff I saw, I really enjoyed.
I'd have watched it with my eyes closed. Like, the fire spot didn't even look good because he rolled around.
No, the fire spot looked great because it wasn't a little bit of
But
fire.
it wasn't the
was
finish.
like, yeah. Now I didn't agree with where it was, but the spot itself, like they had more fire than they needed.
That was like an eye poke. Homeboy lit up like a barbecue chicken.
And he was rolling and couldn't put
He's
himself
trying
out.
to get out. Master beats the hell out of him. It was not good.
No, I mean, the match was bad,
Yes.
but it had a lot of violence in it, and I think that made up for the bad.
like it.
Like, you know, if you suck and you do stupid bumps, it's okay. You can be a good wrestler, you know.
Bro, that was horrible.
But now the crowd, I mean,
Oh, they were insane on it. But after
for
the fire
pinfall.
spot, what happened? You know, they went dead.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying for the pinfall with
Oh, yeah.
homeboy. You know, I didn't think Savio should have took the pin. I thought Mansour should have took the pin.
I think it meant more for Savio to take the pin.
Maybe, but
Savio's the bigger
storyline
name,
wise,
yeah.
like
But in that country,
Hammerstone coming in and kicking
yeah,
him
it
was served no
didn't
reason.
matter. It wasn't even the finish.
It didn't even lead to the
No,
finish.
no. And the match just wouldn't quit.
Mhm.
It's another one of those.
Yep. But overall, I mean, I enjoyed the level of violence. It might not have been pretty, but it was violent.
I
And-
enjoyed spots of it. That's
There
what
you
I
go.
enjoyed.
And maybe
There
that's
was
what I
so
enjoyed.
much clusterfuckery to it. I just
I
couldn't get
love
into
the
it.
right at the end with Savio and the other guy and the chairs.
Oh, he was trying to headbutt the chair.
I don't know what.
It was so
And Savio's
horrible.
like, here, you take it.
Yeah. Like if this show or that match isn't on Botchamania, y'all are blind because that has so many botches.
But now I will say Mansour hit him with a chair and blew the back off the chair.
Yes.
So
Like they over there, they're like concussion syndrome. What now?
yeah, nah, we take stuff to the head. We're men.
Yes. Well, believe me, they won't be remembering a few things in the future. But the main event I enjoyed, Laredo Kid and
Yep. I saw many people in the
Muscle Man
comments
Mountain.
saying like match of the year. Like
he
now,
got
I
that
didn't,
last time with
I didn't
T-Hawk.
think match of the year, but I thought
No, I
a really
didn't
good
either.
match.
I thought the T-Hawk match was
Yeah.
better, but this was right under it.
Yeah. But I thought this was really good. I thought you got the great crowd reaction where you needed it.
And bro, he powerbombed the ever-loving hell out of him, and
yeah,
I
he
was
did a
like,
lot.
Oh my god!
It was a really good match, so definitely watch that. Then Justice promo was really good.
Yeah.
Um,
But that was only 2 matches, wasn't it? Because
Mhm.
the tag match was long as hell.
that was they had a bunch of like pre-tape stuff, and but again, the downside for MLW is the announcers and how they're presenting it. Like it don't always add up because like the hotel room thing with the Dynasty was supposed
were
to be
drunk.
that morning.
Yeah.
And the announcer was like several days ago, like so like just I think all they had was like pre-tape backstage, or or something like hotel scene with them or
My
whatever.
favorite
Like,
one is the interviewer in the back, the young girl.
Mhm.
Like she's really good. She knows how to play to the guys.
Oh, she had like a YouTube channel or something.
Yeah,
where she
I
would
follow her on
entertain- yeah.
Instagram. But it's like the guys at the table have no idea what the hell's going on.
And I think it's just a miscommunication. Like maybe they have like a written down on paper what's supposed to be happening, but they don't really know what's happening. Like they haven't
written
seen
in
them.
Braille and they can't see
I'm
it.
just saying, like it may just say like Dynasty drunk at hotel. Like it may not.
Somebody needs to get in there.
Yeah, like it needs
something.
some people just to connect the cross the T's and dot the I's. Like it just doesn't flow well.
Like when Cornette was there helping them, I never remember that happening.
Maybe not.
It's this new guy, and I can't stand because half the time I can't understand what the hell he's saying. And I'm so dumb as hell, and I still can't understand you. That's saying something.
I think someone said like this should be the Dynasty's new T-shirt, but it said, "My father said we never pull out."
Yes. Yes. My father / lawyer.
So like somebody said like that should be a new Dynasty T-shirt. The Dynasty doesn't pull out.
Yeah, there were a bunch of innuendos in that little interview. But when you start talking donkey show, you've accomplished something right there. They're like, we can't do no more than at least
Yeah, he's like
two donkey
maybe
shows.
3 more. That's it.
And if you don't know what a donkey show is, don't look it up.
I've heard that. Not to look it up.
No, don't look it
I mean,
up.
for some reason, in my head, it's like maybe like people riding donkeys playing basketball.
You get
think
the
that's
riding
what it
part
is.
right. But we'll leave it at that.
With donkeys?
You don't want to know.
I really don't want to know. I'm gonna pretend I know, but I really don't know what a donkey show is, and please don't tell me. I don't want I like donkeys.
Yeah. Well, it's not bad for the donkey. It's what's underneath it. But anyway. So,
Well, why would you want to go watch that?
I don't know. I ain't that way.
Uh-uh.
I'm in Mississippi, not Mexico. So. Hey,
Yeah.
to each your own. Not Shay's.
But yeah, overall MLW, was really decent.
Yeah.
I'd say that. I'm not gonna say like
The
5
first match
star.
I didn't enjoy. The second match I really enjoyed.
Yeah, so
And it's getting to where anytime
I'm gonna give it a little more than middle.
Hammerstone's out, I want to see the
I
match.
like it. Yep. Again, Richard Holiday, I'm a fan of his.
And we was talking about like who could be the guy to take the belt off of
Mhm.
what
Yeah.
the hell's his name? Alpha?
Fatu.
Fatu. I would say pick him.
Yeah.
If they were ever, he's the guy to me. A little while back when they were having that tournament for the cup,
Mhm.
they teased turning him face.
Yeah.
And the crowd blew up.
Yep.
And I'm like, y'all crazy for not turning him face.
I don't think they should turn him face, but I definitely think he could be.
And bro, there's pictures of him right now because of this whole virus situation. Him working out, he's getting chiseled. So you like you think he was big before?
Well, I think he knows, like, hey, there's this opportunity, and I'm gonna make the most of it.
Yeah, he gonna come back looking like Triple H after he
Yep.
blew his quad.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm serious, man.
What do you think about Davey Boy Smith's shoes?
The gold shoes, yes.
Look at these shoes.
Well, let's just say where I work, I see that a good bit.
Look like glittery gold shoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this crap?
All that glitter's just gold. I'm only shooting
Maybe,
stars.
maybe I didn't show. Maybe I didn't, pay attention in
Remember,
dress class.
Stardust had some.
Yeah, but you expect Stardust to have
Well,
some. I didn't
you
expect
never know
Davey Boy.
what the Bulldog might be doing in his personal life.
Wearing gold shoes.
That's right.
That's what he does.
He might be a huge Stardust fan.
Rumor has it he is. I mean, rumor has it there's a lot of people that are Stardust fans, Jim Sterling fans. And
a lot of people don't like video games, and they want to hear somebody complain about it. By God, who you gonna go listen to complain?
I mean, if you're gonna listen to somebody complain,
begged him to complain about the WWE game.
He is the most entertaining complainer I've ever seen.
I promise.
Yeah, giving you that.
I love you for that, Jim. I'll give you that.
But yeah, go check out Jimquisition because he'll definitely.
He lights them up too, bro. He don't hold back.
If you have sensitive ears, don't go.
Yeah, well, that's why I say he don't hold back.
If you're easily offended, don't go watch this. Because I'm sure, even if he's trying not to defend you, he probably will.
He's worse than me when I'm drunk, and I don't drink no more. So,
but overall, I mean, MLW pretty decent. I don't know, man. Like,
I haven't seen anything else. There really is nothing else. Because they got stuff in can. That's really saving.
But now, I did see like that somebody just posted an interview with Court Bauer, and he was saying like, you know, we're getting to the end of what we got, but right now the top 3 things I'm worrying about is people staying healthy, people staying healthy. He's like, wrestling is not on. He's like, we have enough stuff that we can make do.
They got a lot of old video that's never made it out.
Well, he said like he's got wrestlers going like, look, we'll like get tested, we'll like go out into the desert and just fight out in the dirt. And he's like, no, do not do any of that. He's like, the best thing we can do for the business is to everybody just stay away from everybody, and let's get this back to normal.
I mean, right now we're in Mississippi. We have, as of this morning when I checked it out, we have 3,000 cases.
Yeah.
101 dead from it, and I don't remember the exact number of survivors, but the numbers of survivors are way more than are dead.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it. There is a positive to this. I mean, the dead is horrible. A lot of them are older people that already had health problems.
Right.
The best thing you can do is stay the hell at home and wash your hands.
That's it.
If you go outside, wash your hands.
I mean, I Germex like crazy.
I do too.
So
gloves are pretty much pointless because you're not using them right. So if you don't know what the hell cross-contamination is,
you should pay attention.
Do nothing but wash your hands. Everybody said that's the healthier way to go. Do wear your mask. If you got a mask, they're easy to look up on YouTube to make. Any more, I can make one.
You can make one out of paper. You can make it out of paper towel.
Yes,
I mean,
literally. But I mean, I work for a medical facility, and I'm seeing a lot of people use them and a lot of people not using them.
Yep, and you're seeing a lot of people doing it wrong. Because if you have your mask on and you pull it down to smoke and then put it back up, chances are you ain't doing it right.
No.
So just
you can't touch it 1,000 times a day.
You know. But
I
yeah,
mean,
so let's I'll ask you this: if there's one person to come that have lost their job, as sad as that is, as bad as that is there anybody you'd like to see show up at a promotion in Mississippi? Like that would be possible. Like, I mean, we're not getting Kurt Angle,
Eric Young.
Eric Young would be cool. He's definitely.
I know Eric Young has done our level of independence. He's the only one I can really think of, to be honest.
I think he would be cool. EC3 would be cool. Drake Maverick would be cool.
Yes,
Sarah Logan would
Drake
be cool. Because all those kind of came from the indies for the most part. So I think that'd be really, really cool.
I mean, it'd be super cool to see somebody like Rusev, but you're talking money.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think Eric Young come from the indies. I don't see Eric charging you an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
He's not that kind of person.
I'd love to see the Hurricane.
No, a Hurricane wouldn't do